Hello, everybody. Let me see. It'll usually pop up and say tag friends. Okay, let me see here. Candice. There she is. Okay, Candice, I just tagged you. Let's see. Uh-oh. What is happening? There you are. Hey, girlie. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Sharissa. I got ready so quick today. Hi, Jamie. Hey.
Well,
Did you color your hair?
I did.
Oh my gosh, it is precious. I love it
It's
so much.
pretty. I love it too.
Awesome.
The
I
blue
think that,
and green. So
oh, it's blue and green?
I had it blue and then it went green because of chlorine in the ocean.
Yeah.
So I did.
There's no chlorine in the ocean, silly
Well,
girl.
no, I went swimming every time after the ocean. So the chlorine got it after. So the salt water and all that stuff, the salt water damaged it and then the chlorine
Yeah.
damaged it. But it's really
Mine gets
pretty and
green
shiny.
too.
Look how pretty
Yeah,
and shiny.
you have to use special shampoo for that. Okay. What's up, girlfriend?
Hi. Trying to figure out how to. Do I look at this little camera? Do I look at you? Hi. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm looking at you. So,
This is
whatever. If you want to
gonna
look at
lie.
if you if you want people to feel like you're looking into their soul, then you look into the little dot. Yep, like that.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
this is cool. First time I've done a double live, so this is cool.
Yay. That's so cool. Awesome. Who else is here? I see a picture that I don't recognize. Oh, it's Karen. Hi, Karen. Okay. So we're just going to get started here. This is where I'm going to edit from. And thanks for tuning in. This is Candice here with me. How do you say your last name?
Dutson.
Dutson. Okay, cool. I wanted to say Dustin,
I
but
that
no.
all the time. Yeah.
All right. So Candice was in the very first round of Wild Rebel Rising as well, and I'm pretty sure. I think that you were one of the few to hop on almost last minute too, right?
It was. It was very last minute. It was
Yeah.
like that for that night of.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was really stoked because we'd talked a couple of times before that, and I don't know. We have the same birthday, so we're practically the same person, right?
It.
So
Yeah. I
yeah,
saw that information quite a bit going through this program as well. A lot of what you were going through, I was going through at the same time in a different way. So that was pretty cool.
yeah, it's awesome. So
Yeah.
what were you thinking about whenever you decided to make the leap of faith?
Okay, so it's quite emotional for me. So I've thought about this quite a bit the last 2 days. So hopefully I'll be able to get out what is in here.
That's all good.
um,
Yeah.
but from the very beginning, when you first put that program out, I knew and I felt that that was a part of my path, and I knew it aligned and it resonated so well with me that I knew this is what I wanted. Um, I didn't have the availability of the funds at the moment, and so I had that block and I had that resistance that went with me the whole way through, up until that very last minute. Um, so I knew it was there. I believed it. I felt it, but that resistance still kept me going. But at that very last moment, it was my like now or never, do or die kind of a independent moment, standing for myself. So
Yeah, and you freaking paid in full. So
yeah,
that was
I had.
interesting.
And some told me just do it, just do it, do it. And so I worked out what I did. I went into debt. I didn't tell my husband I did it. He didn't. He told me no about it many times. Um, so I kind of didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But then I did. I found my own way, went into debt for it. And then you specifically
Uh-oh.
had said something like, said, don't worry, you'll make your money back. And that was like, okay, a comforting moment for whatever reason you said that. um, and then I did, going through the transformation that I did. not thinking what I was doing was going to make my money back, but transforming on my own level that I was going at put me in a space that was a life-changing moment for me at the same time of being able to make that money back. So
That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. And this is something we don't really talk about a lot is going into debt for investments. Okay. So there's smart investments and then there's going into debt. So like going into debt is something that you do because you have underlying trauma. So I'm like deep into money mindset, and I understand like the types of money and the kind of debt, the kind of trauma associated with debt, or like not being able to make income and not being able to have savings and things like that. And so to see that you went into debt, right? You made an investment, a smart investment, and sort of you probably had the expectation that you were going to, get a return on your investment somewhere in the background. But through that process, because you're having a hard time with income too, so the process that we did, it helped to clear the space for not only income to come in, but also for debt to decrease. So I know that probably not that many people know what I'm talking about as far as like the money mindset around debt and income and all that. Jamie's on and she knows. But like that's a really, really huge thing, and I might should talk about that more. So just I wanted to honor you and congratulate you for that, because that is huge, 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 huge.
Thank you.
So you're
along
welcome.
with well as the money part of it, it was also a personal part of me standing up for myself, of basically telling my husband and everyone else, F you. I'm doing what I want to do and what I feel like I need to do, and not letting anyone where it is that I need to be. So it was a huge transformation that happened. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, are you going to work? Okay, I'm on a call, so. All right. Let me say bye real quick.
Okay. I swiped the comments, so I can't see you. Dun, dun, dun. Are we in the clear here?
Yeah. So this is my second marriage, and basically my life, kind of along with the question of where I was before I joined, was my life was like a roller coaster on a carousel, going through the same patterns, second marriage, relationships, what I was doing, life patterns, everything. And joining and standing up and making that stand in that moment, that declaration to myself, was huge. It was life transforming.
Yeah. That's what it takes. That's all it takes, is knowing like, okay, this is my life. And I just told Karen this earlier too. Like, this is my life. I'm the only one going to bed with me at night. You know what I mean? Like, you can't live your life for other people, or else you're going to be living your life for other people. Like, that's how it works. So I'm really happy that you made that point of saying that. So what do you think was like the official sort of line in the sand moment for you? What was like that decision for you?
Of joining with you?
Yeah. Was it sort of like that last minute, whenever you said that last minute, like now or never kind of thing? Or was there anything specific?
Yeah. So the day I signed, I was still thinking in my mind, how am I going to do this? I was looking at all sources and just nothing was coming about. And I was watching a live video of you. It wasn't a live video. It was like a recording. Maybe it was a live. I don't remember, but I stopped because something just was telling me so strongly, and the feeling was saying, it is now. It is now. Go to your bank. It is now. And I'm thinking, oh, bank. There it is. There's the answer. I can get a loan from my bank on my own personal account. And so just watching you and connecting and listening, tuning in and listening to that voice and to whatever it was, the guides, or I don't know. I still don't know myself, my higher self. And so listening to that powerful push saying, do it, it's time, do it. So I did. I stopped what I was doing, and I left, automatically just went and left and did it. And there was still resistance. I was having a hard time getting things to go through, but pushed through and did it. So
Yeah, that's one really awesome thing about resistance is whenever you look at it straight in the face and you say like you're not controlling me anymore, like this is a lie, this resistance is a lie, like I'm pushing through, I'm doing this because you only live once, right? The only way, not the only way, but the best way to get through resistance for me is to like sort of do what I'm scared of doing most. And I say that a lot. I think I even mentioned it yesterday. It's like do what you're scared of doing. And then that gets you on the other side of the fear because you're like, holy crap, I didn't actually die. Because that's the ego wants you to think that whenever you're doing scary stuff, that you're actually literally going to die. And then you realize, oh, I didn't die. So it works out. And I'm just so thrilled at
I didn't
your.
even know, so didn't let him know. So that was really scary and terrifying for me on a personal level, is on my relationships and fear in that way. And he didn't know until about the third week, I think, is when I was gone for a whole week. And after that, he knew. I told him, but I had prepared and put out there that it would be with ease and it would be okay. And it was. The transition was okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so awesome. And you really, really went through a deep, deep, deep transformation. So let me just give a little bit of not background, but sort of Candice joined whenever I was doing affiliate marketing. Um, it was this thing where you show up and make Facebook ads, and you're basically like sending people to a webinar, and then the people on the webinar are leaders, right? Like on the webinar would sell the system that we were using, and on the back end, there's a very there's a very awesome affiliate offer on the back end. And towards the end, I wanted to sort of ditch the affiliate marketing part of it, the Facebook ads and the whole group. And I just didn't. And so what I think is so cool is that Candice wanted to do the same thing, and then she did. She decided to do it. She went her own way. And so now she's like, got the middleman out of the way, and she's selling something that she's super passionate about, and not having to worry. Like if you go to her page, you'll see pictures of her, and even on the picture of the event, I made sure to put one with the Enagic water, because Enagic water is so important, like Kangen water. It's 7.5 and higher, 9.5 alkaline water. So if you guys don't know what that is, then talk to Candice, because it's incredible. I'm a distributor too, but that's not like my, I don't pay attention to all of that. But I'm just super proud of you for like the way you decided to hunker down and just like go for what you want, instead of, a lot of people would make excuses for like why it wouldn't work for them and stuff like that. But you didn't do that. And so I just can't stop like telling you like how proud I am of you. Like you've gone through so much transformation. I don't even know where to start. So I'm just gonna let you keep on talking about what your intention for the 6 weeks was, and then like 2 or 3 of your biggest breakthroughs.
Okay, so going back real quick, I do owe a lot of that to you, because it was when I made that mindset at even just the last 2 days, 3 days, I made the mindset that this is what I'm doing and nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to join. Doors opened up for me in ways that allowed me to get to where I am at and to stay with the business and grow, have the connections that I do. So it was because of that choice, and because the transformation started long before that date of the beginning date. And it continues long after the ending date as well. So I thank you. I owe a lot of that to you. If I where I was with you, connected with everyone else, I don't think I would be where I am. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And so, I think we talked for the first time about a week or 2 weeks before Wild Rebel started. We had a phone call together, and I remember that was, I think, the first time we talked about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of aha moments in that. So yeah. Definitely activations and connections. So thank you. So basically, I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to get out of Wild Rebel Rising. I wanted to acknowledge and understand who I was and to accept who I was, and to be myself in this world and find out what it is that I'm here for and why I'm here. Which a lot of that has unfolded, and it's still unfolding too. So definitely transformation. So I got a lot of aha moments, so many aha moments. It was like every few days there was aha moments. Every day, every couple hours, there was aha moments that like at some points I thought I was going crazy. There were so many synchronicities, and like my whole life up to that point was like on that roller coaster in that carousel. I was an observer. I was absorbing a lot of information. I guess I was being a conduit, absorbing and connecting in ways I didn't quite understand, but I was still doing it. I guess I was still living my life purpose, but not knowing and being aware of it. But this has helped me to be more aware of it in such a way that it was such a deep, quick, fast that I almost shut down because I couldn't handle it. But I kept going because of you guys, all of you there, seeing the synchronicities of everything that we were all going through together at the same time, knowing that I'm not crazy and that we are in this together. So it was huge. This program, it's life-changing, and I owe my life to it, because I know I saw my higher self and my lower self, and the path I would be on if I didn't join this would be on that carousel, just spiraling down until I hit rock bottom, and it would force me to be where I needed to be. But I didn't need to be that. I was able to stop that, change that awareness. Sorry.
It's like you're waking up, like you've taken a really long nap for like 30 years, right? And then you just like start waking up, and it's like every day you're just do you ever get those moments where you're just sitting there and your mind's kind of quiet, and then you just hook into the present moment like so deeply, and everything just feels like not real? Do you ever have that? Where you're just like so super present. You don't even mean to be, but like you just become like hyper aware, and there's no anxiety, there's no fear, there's nothing there except for this. That's like, oh my gosh. I think that's what you're talking about.
I did. I had that moment another time with the feeling and being of my higher self. Like I could feel myself being where I want to be, of who I was, of how I handled myself, and I felt that was a glimpse of myself, higher self, of what my potential is, and that was beautiful. So
it totally feels like that. Yeah, it does. It feels like a glimpse, because as soon as you realize that you're doing it, it goes away. So it's like, you know, yeah. So you can't hold on to it always, but you know. Okay, so what do you think is the number one result that you're like most proud of achieving?
Being comfortable with who I am. I have more peace in my life, in my space, knowing that I'm going to be okay and who I am is enough, and I will change who I want with myself and how I want with myself, depending on what I want, not what anyone else wants. And that I'm okay to be myself, because I am unique. I am here for a purpose and a reason, and we're to have that deep confirmation that we are all here, connected on a deeper, higher level, and there's a reason for us being here together. So having confirmation, I had quite a good bit of confirmation with this program, and that's what I need. So
yeah, that's like the foundational. I mean, that's like absolutely foundational. Like, wait, what?
I'm sorry, I'm shaky. Like the camera's shaky, and I'm nervous and emotional.
It's okay. Everybody on here, get yourself a tripod. You'll never have to have a shaky video again. I have like 3 tripods right here. Always using a tripod. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So like that, having confidence, having validation, having confirmation, like you mentioned, and you mentioned this a lot through the program, was that like you were afraid that you were actually crazy, right? Like, you know, and that's something that, you know, has scared me in the past too, because like it's not easy being different than the tribe. It's not easy not or like understanding to depths that like normal people don't understand. It's just not easy to live that way. And whenever you feel your soul is actually leading you a direction, and even if it's into like that weird conspiracy shit that we're into, like even if it's that, like it's so easy to feel like you're the crazy one and stuff like that. But like Now we just get to like embody our crazy and know that it's actually not crazy. We're just highly sensitive people. And like that is a foundation for everything. Because once you have that validation, that confirmation that you can be who you are, all of you, all the time in every relationship that you have, or, you know, acquaintances or anything like that, then you get to, you know, money comes from that, success comes from that, fulfillment comes from that, impact comes from that. Like all of the things that desire like come from that place of, okay, I'm confident, I'm firm in my stance, I know who I am, I know what I stand for, like all of that stuff. So I'm really happy that you think that that's the biggest result that you're proudest of achieving, because it's huge. That's a really huge one. So yeah. What like you already talked about this a little bit too, but what is the like the impact that actually working with a community through this, like what was that impact like for you, working with not just me one-on-one, which is awesome, when we work together, but having the community going through the same thing? And you already spoke about this a little bit, but just give us some more, because you're really good at it. You're gonna make us all cry.
Well, it definitely gives a lot of deep thought, a lot of deep meaning and deep thought to it. Knowing and seeing and feeling firsthand that we are all connected. Like you were doing a live video and I wasn't there, and I stopped what I was doing and felt all of you there, and I clicked on and you just got done talking about me. So it was very impactful to feel that connection firsthand, not just seeing it and observing it in other ways, but feeling it and being part of it. Knowing that there's a sacred space. What that space was sacred. It is sacred, still is.
Yeah.
And allows you to have that space to unfold for yourself, along knowing that you're not alone. You're not alone, and you're crazy. I think I lost track of the question.
Just how it was working with community through it. Oh wait, did you say you forgot the question? Or
yeah, I started like going off. My mind started going off, and I wasn't quite sure
it's
what
fine.
I was answering. Yet knowing that we're not alone, that we have a sacred space that we can unfold and grow and evolve, and feel comfortable to be able to bring ourselves out, place to bloom with each other. You know, you grow better, you bloom stronger and more powerful as a group and as a team than you do by yourself. So.
That
and then it goes back to
the quote. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. What? Oh, just how we're all like connected on a deeper level, worldly wise, you know, as humanity. That not just the group together was connected so well. It really makes you think deep how well we are all connected to people everywhere in this. You know, it's that silver or red thread that we are all connected. So seeing that firsthand. So, right, yeah, go ahead. What was your question?
That's awesome. I was just gonna say that reminds me of that quote about the flowers, and now I can't really remember it. It was in my head, like I think I had the concept of it, but I don't remember the quote exactly. Like a flower doesn't judge the flower next to it; it just blooms, right? Like something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, because you said we were like, I don't know what. Let me finish drinking my coffee. No, I'm just kidding.
There's a space, sacred space of no judgment and evolving together on our own. So together as a group, but yet on our individually. So
I love that. Together on our own. That's the best. Love it. So what do you think your overall experience, and would you recommend Wild Rebel Rising to people who are watching and thinking about joining? And anyone who's on the fence, like what would you say to them?
You know, we only get this life once, and think about what you've done with your time so far. What have you done with your money? Where has your life been so far? And this is an opportunity that you just might forever wonder, well, it's an opportunity that you just might always wonder what happened or what you could have done. Maybe you'll get to where you need to be without this program, but this was life-changing, and I wouldn't be where I am in this time. And this time and age, we all need to be on the same path of higher vibration, helping to heal this planet, healing each other. We all need to come together at this time because humanity and our planet is evolving, and what we do with ourselves and each other is going to determine how we evolve. So do it. You know, you're only going to improve yourself and others. It's going to create a ripple effect that's going to go beyond what you can imagine. I mean, the possibilities of all possibilities are opening up, and just do it. You know, it's worth it. It's worth the time. It's worth the money. There's resistance that's going to keep you from trying to get there, but that's life. We are the resistance. So
yeah,
just do it. It was life changing for me.
Wow.
And
I
would do
love
it
how
again.
passionate you are.
I hope I can get
we
out
have
what
a lag
I'm feeling
or
and
something.
thinking. It doesn't seem like I'm
You
getting
can feel
out
it, though,
what
like...
I'm feeling and thinking. Yeah, it was life changing for me. It really was. And I could see everyone else that was involved in you too. It was life changing. And we ripple effect everywhere else. So come on, everybody, come join. You're already part of it. You know you are. So just do it. And then you can dye your hair really
that's
cool.
true. Like, people know. Hell yeah, we're gonna start a unicorn gang, like a wild rebel unicorn gang or something. But I was saying that you're so passionate about this. I know that you feel like you're not getting out what you mean, but you are, like, I think you're a little bit more articulate than you think. And, you know, it's not even about what you say, it's how you say it. And, like, the feeling that comes from you whenever you speak about this, like, all I can feel in my stomach is like butterflies and compassion, and like I don't know, it's you're transferring energy, and like that says a lot. So yeah, I think that that's awesome.
Right.
So is there any
Yes, one last thing.
We just have a really deep lag.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This program has really helped me to understand that I am a conduit. I am a vessel. I am a channel for healing and creating space and evolving. And my gifts and things I don't fully understand what it is that I am capable of and what I'm here for. But through this program, it has opened up for me to believe, to be able to believe and have that confirmation and to remember. So it is through this and through all of you that we are evolving into who we are. So yeah.
I love it, Candice. Well, thank you so much for joining us on here. Of course, you know, reach out to me anytime you need to talk, Candice. The group is going to be open forever. You know, you guys can update in there as much as you want. Just because the lessons are over doesn't mean that we are done being like the family that we've created. So I want you to know that for sure. I highly appreciate you for being on here today. And for anybody watching this, if you want to join us in the next one, the next Wild Rebel Rising starts on Wednesday, and it is not just the next, but it's the last. So if you are thinking about it, if you are touched by Candice's story or Jen's story or Ashley's story or all of their stories, make sure that you go and at least come and, you know, click on this link, come talk to me if you need to. And let's get it figured out, because this is really powerful, and I want everybody to have this opportunity to have this experience before it just kind of like goes away. So yeah, so thank you so much, Candice, and I'll see you later, lovely. Mwah.
Thank you.
Bye, girly.
Love you all. Thank you.
Love you.